Hey guys, this is Brian from Picks and Profit, and I woke up this morning realizing that it is June the 1st. That means we are 6 months into the year of 2017, which is, man, it's flown by. But I thought it might be fun to share with you my top 10 finds I have found thus far in 2017. And maybe by the end of the year I'll do a top 10 overall of the year or something. But I have made some pretty good finds at Goodwill, and I would like to share with you those finds. I'm not going to share them in any particular order, except I am going to save the best one for last. And that one is what I consider to be the most, well, it was the most valuable. And also, since I have either sold most of these items or the items are on the flea market shelf already, pictures are going to be popping up so you can see the items that I have found. So first, I want to begin with one I found just a couple of days ago. It's a airplane bank. It's big, blue, kind of a jumbo jet feel. It's made by the company of Mud Pie. It's very, very cool, very shiny, very eye-catching, and I think something that some kids are really going to love. Then I'm going to share with you some toys that I have found. They are Fisher-Price, and they're my era of playing. We're talking about the early to mid 1970s. At Goodwill, I have found a Fisher-Price plane and pilot. Just within the last few days, I have found a Fisher-Price camper, and the camper has the boat accessory that sits on top, and then the Fisher-Price yacht. Now, unfortunately, none of the little wooden men or women come with those, but still yet, I believe a collector out there, somebody that's very nostalgic about their childhood, will want to buy those. So those are pretty cool finds. I have bought a Dixie milk clock. Now, you can see that this clock is a very cool clock, cool graphics, got the cow on it. It seems like cows are very popular, and honestly, that clock has been on my wall at the flea market, I'm going to say for 3 months. It hasn't sold. I'm guessing maybe I've got too high of a price on it. I may have to lower the price a bit, but I'm tempted to wait until the right customer comes along because I think it's well worth the $24.95 that I'm asking. Within the last week or so, I have found a cream can, and a cream can very similar to a milk can, except in this case, this one is more stubby. It doesn't sit quite as tall. So anyway, I got the cream can. Even though it's not as big as a milk can, it's still a great decorating piece. The Monarch basket. Now, the Monarch basket, on this day, it was on the shelf at Goodwill. I saw it. And so the Monarch basket, on this day that I found it, I had forgotten my phone at the office. I didn't have my phone to look it up. I went with my gut on this one. I knew that it was very well made. I knew that it had a really classy look, and that it was obviously something that someone would really like to have. Basket, and I found that it's worth $45 to $50, and so I'm hoping to get that much at the flea market for that. I mentioned cows being popular just a couple of seconds ago. Today, I found the Marvelous Milking Cow, circa 1977. It was a toy that whenever it worked properly, the cow milked. I think you raised and lowered the tail and milk came out the udders. The udders are missing, but the cow is still very cool. I posted a picture of the cow on Facebook just a little while ago, and I've already had one person private message me wanting to know what I'm asking for it. So obviously, it's got some enthusiasm and some interest already. I found this lamp. Now, when I saw this lamp on the shelf at Goodwill, I knew that I had to buy it. In fact, I have not yet put a price tag on it. I haven't, honestly, I'm considering keeping it because it's very cool. I call it my space age lamp because you can see where the light bulb fits, that it reminds me of a rocket ship. Whether or not it was created to look that way, I don't know, but it definitely has the space age kind of look. And honestly, if I sold it, I'm probably going to ask $40 to $50 for it, and that's my I don't really want to sell it price. Lastly, my favorite find and my most valuable find. I have already sold this item, and it is the white cast iron cat. The day that I saw it on the cart that was rolled out, when I picked it up, I knew immediately it was cast iron. I was hoping it was a Hubley. Hubley is the gold standard for cast iron doorstops, cast iron toys. I had it looked at by an auctioneer who's been in the antique business for many, many years, and he explained that it was not a Hubley. It was a very, very nice early Hubley reproduction, possibly 1940s. He guesstimated I would get $35 to $40 for it. Then I had a buddy from high school who's also in the antique business. He saw a picture of it on Facebook, and he told me that in his shop he would have actually closer to $100. So I decided to go for the higher end. I actually ended up getting $80 for that cast iron cat, and I paid $2 for it. Now, what I want to share with you, out of all of those items that I just listed, I had 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 18, 24, 32, 35, $41 invested in all of those items that I'm in the process of selling, or that I have listed, or that I have sold. And on that one item, the cat, I got 80. So out of all of those 10 items, if I decide to sell them all, remember I'm a little iffy on the lamp, I'm guessing that $41 investment actually can be turned into in the neighborhood of $400. That's 10 times the money. That's nothing to sneeze at. What's it take? It takes being very faithful about going to Goodwill outlets, to thrift stores. Honestly, I look forward to the time that I can hit the outlets because I can pay by the pound. I have found all of these items in my local Goodwill, and I'm just paying the prices they put on the stickers. Obviously, I can turn this into profit, and you can do the same thing. I would recommend you watching other videos. I'm brand new at this. I would recommend watching something like Nicole State, especially if you are into clothing and shoes. She's a big-time reseller. Also, Dorky Thrifters. She kind of finds a hodgepodge of items. And what she does is she talks about the items she finds, and then shows on a spreadsheet all of her investment costs and then her profits, which is really kind of a cool thing. So, do some research. Go with your gut at times. Find things that you can resell and be faithful to get them listed, because you too can make some extra money on the side if you give it a shot. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you hit the garage sales this weekend. I'm sure the yard sales as well. Hit the Goodwills, find some stuff, get it listed, resell it, make some profit, do it again. God bless you. Have a good night.